Biography of Hillary Clinton. Chapter 1. Early Life and Family. Hillary Diane Rodham was born on October 26, 1947, in Chicago, Illinois. She grew up in a middle-class family with two younger brothers. Her father, Hugh Rodham, was a successful businessman, and her mother, Dorothy, was a homemaker. Hillary's parents valued education and encouraged her to excel in her studies. As a young girl, Hillary was very independent and determined. She was a strong student who loved reading and learning. Hillary's parents taught her the importance of hard work, and she always strived to do her best in everything she did. Hillary's childhood was happy, but it also shaped her strong sense of responsibility. She often stood up for others, showing an early interest in justice and fairness. These values would guide her throughout her life and future career in politics. Chapter 2. Education and Early Ambitions. Hillary attended Wellesley College in Massachusetts, where she studied political science. At Wellesley, she was very involved in student government and became the first student to give a commencement speech at her graduation in 1969. Her speech was powerful, and it marked the beginning of her journey into public service. After college, Hillary went on to attend Yale Law School, where she earned her law degree. At Yale, she became passionate about working on behalf of children and families. It was here that she met Bill Clinton, a fellow law student who would later become her husband. Upon graduating from Yale, Hillary moved to Arkansas and began working as a lawyer. She became involved in various causes, including children's rights and education. Her growing commitment to public service began to shape her future path. Chapter 3. Marriage to Bill Clinton. In 1975, Hillary married Bill Clinton, who was a rising political star in Arkansas. Together, they built a family and began their journey in the political world. Bill eventually became the governor of Arkansas, and Hillary played a supportive role in his political career while continuing to work as a lawyer. Hillary faced challenges as the wife of a politician. She had to balance her professional life with her duties as the First Lady of Arkansas. Despite the pressure, she remained focused on her work and continued to support her husband while also advocating for children's and women's rights. In '92, Bill Clinton ran for president, and Hillary became the First Lady of the United States after his election. Her role as First Lady would allow her to make a significant impact on American society and on the causes she deeply cared about. Chapter 4. First Lady of the United States. As First Lady, Hillary Clinton worked on several major initiatives. She led a task force on healthcare reform, which sought to provide affordable healthcare for all Americans. Although her plan faced many challenges and was not passed, it made healthcare a key issue in American politics. Hillary also focused on children's rights, women's rights, and global issues. She traveled the world to advocate for women and children, speaking out on issues like education, health, and equality. She became one of the most active First Ladies in history. Her time as First Lady wasn't without controversy. She faced criticism for some of her decisions and her outspoken nature. However, she also gained respect for her intelligence and her ability to tackle difficult problems head-on. Chapter 5. U.S. Senate Career. After leaving the White House in 2-1, Hillary Clinton ran for the U.S. Senate from New York. She became the first First Lady in American history to run for public office. She won the election and served as a senator for New York from 2001 to 2009. During her time in the Senate, Hillary focused on issues like healthcare, education, and national security. She worked to improve the lives of New Yorkers and became known for her hard work and dedication. Hillary built a reputation as a strong and effective senator. In 2006, Hillary was re-elected to the Senate. She continued to push for change and worked on legislation that would benefit the American people. Her time in the Senate showed that she was committed to making a difference in the country. Chapter 6. Run for President in 2008. In 2007, Hillary Clinton decided to run for President of the United States. She became the first woman to seriously compete for the Democratic nomination for president. Her campaign was filled with challenges as she faced competition from other Democratic candidates, including Barack Obama. Hillary's campaign was strong, and she won several key primaries. She emphasized her experience and qualifications to lead the country. However, despite her hard work, she lost the Democratic nomination to Barack Obama, who went on to become the first African-American president. Though she did not win the nomination, Hillary's campaign was historic, and it helped pave the way for women in politics. Her loss did not stop her from continuing to serve the American people in other ways. Chapter 7. Secretary of State. In 2009, President Barack Obama appointed Hillary Clinton as the Secretary of State. As Secretary of State, Hillary became the U.S. representative on the world stage, working on diplomacy, international relations, and foreign policy. She traveled to many countries and worked to improve America's relationships with other nations. Hillary focused on issues such as human rights, global security, and women's empowerment. She played a key role in responding to international crises and strengthening America's presence in global affairs. Her work as Secretary of State earned her praise both in the United States and around the world. Hillary's tenure as Secretary of State marked a high point in her career. She became known for her leadership, dedication, and ability to negotiate complex international agreements. Her experience in this role prepared her for future challenges. Chapter 8. Run for President in 2016. In 2015, Hillary Clinton announced she would run for president again, this time as the Democratic candidate. She became the first woman to secure a major party's nomination for president. Throughout the campaign, Hillary emphasized her experience, leadership, and ability to bring people together. Her opponent in the election was Donald Trump, and the race was intense. Hillary focused on issues like healthcare, education, and climate change. She also advocated for gender equality and equal rights for all Americans. Throughout the election, she garnered strong support from many, especially women, and minority communities. Although she won the popular vote in the 2016 election, Hillary lost the electoral vote and Donald Trump became president. Her defeat was heartbreaking for many, but Hillary remained strong, offering her support to the new president and continuing her work for women's rights and global causes. Chapter 9. Advocacy and Writing. After the 2016 election, Hillary Clinton focused on her advocacy work. She continued to speak out on issues like women's rights, voting rights, and social justice. She traveled across the country, encouraging people to stay engaged in politics and fight for equality. In 2017, Hillary released her memoir, What Happened, in which she reflected on her life, her political career, and the 2016 election. The book gave readers insight into her personal experiences and struggles. It also offered advice for people who wanted to create positive change in their communities. Hillary Clinton continued to be a vocal advocate for issues she cared about, encouraging others to work toward a fairer and more equal society. Her passion for making the world a better place remains a driving force in her life. Chapter 10: Legacy and Future. Hillary Clinton's legacy is one of breaking barriers and fighting for change. As the first woman to run for president and the first woman to become a major party's nominee, she has inspired generations of women to pursue leadership roles in politics and other fields. Her career in politics has been marked by dedication to public service and a commitment to improving the lives of others. Hillary's advocacy work continues to make an impact as she speaks out on the issues that matter most to her. Though she may no longer hold political office, Hillary Clinton's influence continues to shape the future. Her work, her books, and her advocacy will inspire future generations to continue the fight for equality and justice.